Lovely to see you. Who have we got? We've got Suzanne, Roz, Daphne. It was a lovely card yesterday. Yes, Sue is here. Um, okay. Alrighty. I'm really sorry about yesterday. What happened was we were talking to my brother-in-law um, yesterday morning, and I think it was about 7:30. We were on for, I don't know, an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours, because it was my sister-in-law's funeral. So we we were talking to him, and it's we're the only family, and we're this far away. So to me, that was more important. And so yes, and then at midnight last night, we watched the funeral live. So she's now at peace and at rest, and we can move on. Not that she'll ever be forgotten. I don't have a sister, and she was my sister, my sister-in-law. That's true, Roz, yeah. Oh, now I have something. Hurry up. Come on, in or out, one of the two, not both. I'm sorry if you can hear noise, because I think next door's having their lawns mowed, so I can hear the mower. So yesterday, as much as it was rather a sort of a day, I had a lovely surprise. I received your card, Roz. Thank you so much, and I love the little stickers. I just love them; they're so cute. Um, but yeah, that sort of cheered me up a little bit. So thank you so much for that. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I love that sweet. Absolutely love that sweet. So that helped a lot. So yeah, um, I did have that lovely surprise yesterday. Alrighty, my name is Lorraine. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in the Fraser Coast area of Queensland in Australia. So if you're if you're looking for crafting supplies, contact me. My phone numbers are up, and my email is there, so you're welcome to use either of those, or you can use the Shop With Me QR code up there. Now, I have to say that there's been a lot of stuff that's been added to our last chance list, and some of it is the Christmas stuff. So if you're still looking at making Christmas cards, which I'm going to, because ones I made all got wet a week or so ago, um, then oh, that's lovely, Marlene. If you're still looking at making some Christmas cards, or you want to get ahead for next year, now would be a great time to go in and purchase the stuff on the last chance. Some of it is quite a bit cheaper. Some of it I'm really sad to see, like Branching Out's in there, and I didn't want that one to go. I was hoping that one would stay. But have a look in there and see what's in there, because, yeah, there's a considerable amount of stuff in there. So, yeah, pop in and have a look for those that haven't. All right, I'm going to go straight down to the desk now. I know what card I'm going to do. I'm just not sure how I'm going to decorate it yet. Good morning, Leslie. How are you this morning? Isn't that lovely that we all got one? So it was such a lovely surprise yesterday. Thank you so much. Alrighty, I've got as far as choosing white for today's card, which is very, very boring, if you like. But anyway, we'll talk about it and we'll sort it out together because we always do. Yeah, it really made me sad too, Roz, because I just thought that one had, you could do so much with it. So, but anyway, it wasn't necessarily, and the other one was the Lights of Aurora or whatever it was, that beautiful one with the lovely big words on it. That's gone into last chance as well. And again, I thought, well, that one had so much going for it. But you know what? I've decided that if I want to use it, I'm going to use it. A snowman eating marshmallows in the snow. Oh dear. Anyway, so my order arrived yesterday. So I was lucky enough to get a set of a pack of new blades, and I actually have a new pack as well. So I now have 8 blades. I was able to get some packs of and what do you call them, dimensionals. So that was really good. Yesterday, or not yesterday, day before, I thought I was going to run out of my glue, and I couldn't find my other stuff which I packed up, and I still can't find it. But thankfully, I had 3 ordered, so I've got those. If I go glueless today, which I think I might do, and then I didn't order many sweets because you have to sort of keep it down a little bit, don't you? Hi Kim, how are you this morning? Lovely to see you. So what I did get, I got the Stone and Vine 3D embossing folder. I just think that's lovely. So, and I have seen where someone has used it and it looks really great. So I'm not going to use it today, but it's beautiful. I don't know if you can see. It's got the vines in amongst the stones. It's like a dry stone wall. So yeah, I got that, and then I also got the Nature's Symphony. Now, what does it get put under? Nature Walk, which I haven't opened the papers yet, but we've got beautiful. This is the dies, and you can see we've got some beautiful dies there, and this is the stamps, and I just love this. Not only because it's a nice big stamp, but when I looked at this, I could see how many areas you could like cut it off at if you wanted to give you a lot of different smaller ones, and then there is this smaller one here as well. This lovely little bit of texture, which I really liked. You Make Me Smile is lovely. Thank you. I like you lots. And To a Great Guy. Now that's really great because, often we want to send cards to a guy, and it's sometimes difficult to work out what you're going to put on it. So with that comes this gorgeous paper, and if I could find there they are. I love the colors. So the colors in this are Balmy Blue, Blueberry Bushel, Cloud Cover, Crumb Cake, Garden Green, Lost Lagoon, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Pretty Peacock, and Secret Sea. So a lot of our favorites in there. Which is great. So I'll just have a quick look at that. Here we go. I've got pop-ups coming up everywhere again now. You ordered that sweet too? Yeah. Okay, so in here, look at this. This is rather pretty. I really like it with what's on there. I mean, we've got all the greens in here, so we can use so many different colors with it. The gorgeous blues and this beautiful, I don't know if you can see, it does have the lighter blue in it as well. So that, to me, I think that's Secret Sea, possibly Balmy Blue down here. And then again, we've got more greens, and we've got the crumb cake in there as well with the pretty peacock on the other side. And then we've got the lovely squares. And look at this. I love paper with text on it. Absolutely love it. And then we have another one of greens. This one's got swirls on it, and then a darker. So this sort of has a mixture, and that this one here looks like mossy meadow and old olive. So it doesn't look that colour on my screen, but let's hope that it is to you. And then we have this other one, which looks very pretty peacock to me with these. Now, I was looking at these here, and could we not just cut those out and put a sentiment in there? We could use them as sentiment strips. So I really think there's a lot that we can do with that. But what comes with it, if I can get that back in there, I've got to get some more 12 by 12 folders as well. Can't get it in there at the moment, so it can wait. You also get this handmade, oh, come back. Thank you. You also get this handmade paper, which is of a thicker texture. And there's 3 colours in here. So you've got these 3, which all 3 of those will actually go with the colours on the other paper. One thing I will tell you about homemade or handmade paper, if you don't already, that's cream, tan and gold is the colours that they've got on that. One thing with using handmade paper is don't ever go near it with your glue runners, because it will just lift it. It's not very forgiving. So if you've made a mistake, that's it. It's going to stick. I've actually still got them. I've got a whole load of envelopes that are handmade, and I've also made paper and bought paper, handmade paper. It's beautiful, but you do have to get it right the first time, which is a bit of a worry for me. Okay, and the other one that I bought, and I thought I'd bought a different one, but I didn't, is the Splash of Sparkles 12 by 12, and it's got Azure Afternoon, Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, Daffodil Delight, Highland Heather, Lemon Lolly, Pool Party, Pretty in Pink, Shaded Spruce, Timid Tiger, Gold, and Holographic. Well, doesn't leave many colours that won't go with either, does it? So we're going to be able to use this one with quite a lot, and it's quite pretty. I do have another order in ready to go, so I might put that in today. But look at this, and you can see it's got the gold shimmer. So, and then on the back we have this. I think these would make some fun cards, some really fun cards. Then this one here is just your circles and your squiggles. But again, if I can catch the light on it, move that. Can I? Yes, there you go. You can see the gold in that one. And the back of that one is Timid Tiger by the look of it. And then this one is Timid Tiger. And I would say, would I say Pretty in Pink? A strange combination, but it works. And you've got those lovely gold lines in there. And then you've got these square boxes on the back. And again, I can see, cutting these out and just using them as part of the card, as part of them. This one is just gorgeous. So we've got the pink and the blue, and this here, can you see that? It's holographic. It's going into all different colors, so that's rather gorgeous. And it's got the lovely pink on the back. Yes, absolutely, Marlene. Terrific for scrapbooking. So we're getting 2 pieces of each. This is another one that's holographic. So this one has the different colors come through it. And on the back we have the stripes. So I liked this when I saw it, and I thought, oh, I've got to get that. And I thought I'd actually bought the other one as well, but obviously I was being very careful, which was very strange for me. And this one too. So again, another holographic one with beautiful little swirls on it in the pinks, and then we have this on the back. Okay, this would be great for kids too. Like, I mean, you can see, where to me it's like, oh, look, mummy, I've drawn a circle and a squiggle. You know what I mean? So maybe it's just my childish mind. I don't know, but I absolutely love that and can't wait to have a little play with it. So, oh, I didn't show you the rest with the symphony one, did I? Sorry. There's also the Secret Sea ribbon. It's a very fine, it's a like a gauzy ribbon. And then also there's these gems. So they're not really gems, they're not sparkly. They're called faux bronze pentagons. So lovely. Lovely little haul. I also put in an order for quite a few blends because I wanted to increase the amount of blends that I had. So I put in an order for those, a second order. Now I've got another one sitting there. Can you believe? Yes, you can believe it. So yeah, looking forward to using all this. And the other one that I got, and this is because I do love horses, is the Unbridled Beauty. And it's got thanks for being a true friend, from the heart, sweet memories. It's about the journey and happy day. But you've got like the larger horse pictures. But then down here you've got like a little stable, you've got little horses, you've got the fence line, and there's a horseshoe in there as well, little tree that would actually go in with that to make a scene. So I really liked that as well. And one of my ladies she actually has horses. So, I mean, I didn't buy it. I don't want to diagnose problems. Hi, Kerry, how are you? Why is this telling me I'm going to need to diagnose problems? I'm not a doctor. Okay, so that was the other one that I bought, and I look forward to doing something with that one. Okay, that is everything that I got in my little parcel yesterday. So I'm really happy with all of that, and I'm going to see about getting the other one away today. Now, I don't know if anybody has seen the new the product of the month paper. It's lots of blues. Excuse me. It reminds me of a paper that we had to do something to get it last year, and I don't know whether we had the pink and then we got this afterwards if we made a certain amount, or the other way around if we had the blue and then we got the pink. But it sort of reminds me very much of that. So there we go. Alrighty, what am I going to do today? Let me put those out of the way. I'm going to do a card. Now, this one is a Sam Calcott one, so it's a bigger card. It's a 5x7. So this is just my prototype. Don't take any notice of the card or anything like that. And I've also bent the front there, which I shouldn't have done. But this is the card. So it's easier if you look at it that way, I suppose, because you can see it folds flat, but it comes up, and you've got like the tower behind it. So on the front, that's what it looks like. You've got the tower, and so you can put it there. You can put all your, chat, whatever you want to write on the back here. You can put white on the back. So I'm going to make this, and I had to do a prototype because I wanted to make sure that these the dies worked for it, which they do. So now my problem is I'm going to cut the base, and then what I thought I might do is use the friendly foliage because I haven't used it a lot, although it's not overly big and I don't want it to get lost on there. So just let me have a look at the dye for that and see. Or I might just do something really simple on there because I'm feeling a bit simple. Not nastily simple, but you know. No, that would probably work on there. There's probably enough room to do something on there. So I might have a look at that. If I don't do that, if someone wants to come up with another idea, please let me know because I'd be more than happy to accommodate it this morning. More than happy. Okay. So, like I said, it's a bigger card. So we're looking at a 5x7. Okay, I'll be 2 seconds. Well, that's interesting. I had a book where I'd written down the sizes and now I can't see it. Oh dear, here it is. I found it. So the base is going to be 7 inches by 10.5. So if I cut the 10.5, I can see my half-eaten biscuit there, can't you? That's my breakfast. So we're going to go at 10.5, like that. And it's going to be 7 wide. So this is actually going to make the square at the back. So we're going to score this. I'm going to score it. Score. Stay up there. Right. At 2.5. At 5. At 7.5. And at 10. Did I not do that 10 inches? Or did I just cut that the wrong way? I thought I was running out of... Let's start that again. I'm sure I cut it at 10. All right, let's do it again. Cut it at 10 by 7. I probably did the scoring the wrong way. I don't know. 10 by 7. So that is 10 inches. Yes, 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 it is. Right, let's score it again then. At 2.5. Now, I made one of these, as you saw, so I don't know why it would, and I followed these instructions. So 5, 7.5. Yeah, this one's right. Oh. Oh my golly gosh. If I go back to bed, will someone wake me up? That's hilarious. Oh dear. Absolutely hilarious. Okay. 10.5. That might be where I went wrong last time. I might have just done it at 10. 10.5 by 7. Oh my golly gosh. Don't watch me, ladies, and I'll tell you when it's done. And we are going to score at 2.5, and we might get past it soon. 2.5. 5. At least I've got plenty of scrap paper. 5. 7.5. And at 10. Yay. We've got that. That's great. All right. What color do you think I should use with it? So we need a color now, because what I've just done is made this square here. So we need a color now for the front, and it's going to be the same color, this bit and this bit, because it's going to come out of the same piece of paper. So what colors do you think we should work with today? Because we can work with anything that we like, really. Are we going to go pinks? We're going to go blues? We're going to go greens, yellows and oranges, or neutrals? Hi, Nicole. How are you today? Lovely to see you. Anybody got any ideas what we should do? We probably won't go neutrals because I've used white, and I would have used vanilla. But I'll tell you what. Let's do. Anybody written anything there? No. All right. Let's go with. I'm going to go with. Let me see. Maybe. I'm thinking pretty peacock. And I don't want it too dark, so maybe, what's this one? This one is Blueberry Bushel, which is the nice bright one. Go with the blues today. And what about Balmy Blue? Because remember the other day, I didn't have it, and so I ordered it. And I think that will go nicely with that. And then I'll sort out what I'm going to put on it, because I don't think that other thing is going to work now. Actually, I only need one color, don't I? Let's use this one. So what I need is a piece 5 by 7. So I'm going to cut it at 5 inches. I'm going to get rid of some of this off my desk before by 7 inches. And this is going to form the front of our card. 5 by 7. So let me put this away for a minute. Now with this one, it's quite simple. We're just going to fold, burnish, fold and burnish, and fold and burnish, and then we've got the little one right on the end here. So I'm just going to fold and burnish that one. So we want it to be nicely folded, nicely burnished, because we just want it to sit nice. So what I'm going to do with that, I've got the 1/2 inch piece on this side. So this is the side that the glue is going to go. And I'm just going to fold it in half, and I'm going to stick it like that. So I'm going to put the glue down here. I hope that's enough, because I really do need it to stick. And I'll pop that there like that, and I'll clean up my mess. Okay, just holding that there for a second, because I want it to, it must have come out the back, because it's, nope, how can it come out the back, Lorraine, silly Willy? because I have been using them elsewhere. I haven't got my wipes. Lucky I don't have far to go, hey? And I must sort out this squeaky chair. I don't know whether you can hear it or not, but yeah, it's quite squeaky. Just clear that glue off of there and let this sit and so that gives us our box. I can imagine this being done smaller, and I might even try to do a smaller one because I think it would look, I mean, this is going to be fine, but it's really going to be one of those cards that you hand over and you don't, you don't. So this is going to fit on here. Okay. But before it does, I've taken the largest of our textured shape dies and I'm going to cut that out of the middle. If you haven't got the dies, you can actually cut it at around 3.5 by 6. This isn't that. This is 4 by 5.25. I didn't have the same size that she had, so I'm just going to use what I've got, and I'm going to stick that on there. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Lovely to see you. Okay, so about the middle. Stick that down. Here we go. Is that about right? Stick. I'll give it a measure in a minute and see. So what have I got? I've got about a 1/2 inch there and about a 1/2 inch there and about an inch there. I think that's close enough. So I'm just going to run this through. I'm going to turn it over first because otherwise they don't work properly and they score the wrong bit. Actually, my washi tape there wasn't very sticky either. Let's try that again. Okay. So I'll pop that there and that there. I've got to try and put this through at a bit of an angle because it's got a little bit of a wobble up. Okay, so I'll put this through the cut and emboss machine. Like so. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take this off of here, gently, of course. Don't want to lose. I can always turn it over, I suppose, but I like the pattern of the there we go. And just get it off of this side. We're going to keep this piece. So now we've got this is the frame. So we want the join on this, which is here. We want that to the front so that when people are looking at it, they're not looking in and seeing a joint. Molly, make up your mind, in or out. You're out now, so that's where you're staying. Okay. So that's what we're going to put keep that there and keep it at the front. So with the frame, we're going to use it and we're going to stick it to the left-hand side. Okay, so we're only going to stick this bit here. If you want to, probably the best thing for me today, just make sure you've got it lined up nicely, and you can put a little mark on your where you're going to go to, because you know what we're like. So then I'm going to put the glue. Where did I put the mark? There. So I know that I can put the glue all around here and up to here. So I'm not going to go right the way there. Just going to put it on. Pop the glue on there like so. And then what I'm going to do is stick this down, line it up and stick it down on this left-hand side here. And make sure that's nicely stuck. So when we open it up, we have that like that. So can you see where this is going? So then we're going to take this piece and we're going to put it back in. I'm going to pop it back into where it came out of. We're only going to put glue on the right-hand side, on this side. Okay, so we're going to pop it back in there. But we're going to put glue only to like here. And wherever that is, about there. So the right hand side, turn it over, it's going to be this side that I put the glue on. And I had to double think that then. Tell you. I think when I take into consideration everything that's happened in the last month, I can actually forgive myself for being a tad ditzy at times. There's so much going on, so much that we've had to do. All right, so now I've just popped that into there. Okay, so we'll let that dry just for a second. And then we can see when we pop open this card like that, it's supposed to go through. There we go. When we pop open the card, it goes like that. So that's what you have. You have like a bit of a swing card, but you've got that there. So this piece in here is where we're going to decorate. That does actually, I don't know why that did that. Did that with the other one, and it's when you, of course it does, because it's when you fold it, it's going to, because then it comes back. All right, so that's basically the mechanism for the card. Now what we're going to do is decorate the front. Now, she didn't do anything with this piece here. I'm sort of thinking maybe it does need something, and maybe not a lot, but something maybe just like that, just to, like keep the momentum going of what's going on. Or we could put a piece of pattern paper in there. Okay, so that's what we've got. So now we're going to decorate this. So to do that, I'm going to cut another piece that's the next size down in the, what do you call them, textured notes. This is where I'm thinking maybe we'll use, what do you think, balmy blue on the front? Or shall we just go with white? Maybe just white, because we've got the blue here and here, and that might just be a bit too blue. So maybe just go with the white for today. Let me get a normal white piece. Oh, you know what? I've got so many of these pieces that I miscut. I might as well just use them. Oh, I can't because I've taught it. Never mind. What's this one? Let's just get a normal piece of white. There we go. Chop that down. You think white, Kim? Yeah. Yeah, well, that's true too. I can do that. Let me just cut this so that it'll go through my machine. So how about then I'll cut a white and then I'll grab a balmy blue and I'll cut that as well. And we can have a look at what we prefer. I mean, it might change what I put on the front. Who knows? Goodness me. These finer dyes always seem to make a big bang when they go through. So that would be the white. So as you can see, we'd have a nice blue border around that. And I'll grab a piece of the balmy blue. And we can see what... I haven't even opened it. Whew, I'm opening lots of bits and pieces this morning, aren't I? So we'll open this up. It's a pretty blue, isn't it? A little bit like a baby blue, only not quite as baby blue. Just cut this so that it'll go through the machine. And we'll cut one of those. Put it on a bit of an angle this time. Oh, that's better. It doesn't make quite such a... Actually, it doesn't make a bang at all, does it? And this one is our balmy blue. So let's see what we like. Do we like the white on there, which gives us quite a stark difference, or we could go with the balmy blue. Another 2 inches of snow. So what do you think? What do you prefer, the white or the balmy blue? Pop it into the comments and then I can see. So now that this is all well stuck, we can see how it's going to work. It's always hard to show these, isn't it? Okay. Votes on whether we're going to use the white or the balmy blue. Where did I put that other one? Oh, there it is. White, yeah, I think it gives it that nice crisp look, doesn't it? On the white. I think we will. I think we'll do the white. All right, so I'm going to stick that on there. So that's what we're going to do our decoration on, pretty much. So I could do... What I could do is stamp the large stamp on here, which is this, and then cut some of these smaller pieces here out of there. So you can also do a background. Okay, so, but I don't think I'm going to do the background. I'm just going to, I might have to cut the background. Let me have a look. Hi, Sandra. How are you? Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us. Oh, yeah. So cut the background as well. Probably not, just that. Once I've stamped, let me stamp it, and then we'll see what we're going to do. So we've now probably going to have to introduce another color because I can't see us doing blue flowers, although it would work. So maybe if I used, we'll use a green. So what green do we think would go with that? I'm thinking, I've got granny apple green. That may be a bit bright for it. Let's have a look. Oh, my mum would be saying blue and green should never be seen unless there's something in between. So you could do that, or let me think. Maybe just do the frame part. I'm going to stamp it and then I'm going to decide. Let me get this. I've got a piece wide enough to stamp it. So I'm just going to stamp this. I think last time I used it, I'm going to fit on there. No, might need the long one, which isn't wide enough. Getting into the big ones here. Navy, blue, stamp it in navy. I can do that. Night of navy. All right. Is that going to fit on there? But seriously, Lorraine? I think it is. If it doesn't, I'll just get another piece. I haven't used this before, and I should probably stamp it off first. We'll see how this one goes. And pop it straight down. Or grey, or balmy blue. So that's it in navy, which looks quite nice. All right, let's play. Let's play. Ooh. No, I can't stamp in balmy blue. I could stamp in basic grey. Basic grey. So I'll quickly. So that's the blue. This is the basic grey. I haven't got balmy blue in a stamp. Shh. That'll be the next thing you'll all have me getting, I expect. And there it is in the grey. There isn't a huge amount of difference. I mean, obviously there is a difference, but which do you prefer? And I'll cut it out. Maybe I should just cut both out. Let me have the dies. what? Maybe we will use both dyes. So we can pop enough room. Yeah. We can pop that one on there. Actually, it possibly needs to. Yeah, there. Pop that one on there, and then I could put the middle one in. Has my husband not gone out yet? He was hurrying me because he wanted to go out. And then you can put this one in here, and I'm sure it'll cut through what I've just put on there. And pop that one in the middle, and it'll cut out around the inside bit. Let's do that. He asked me this morning if I could do these any earlier. Like, my goodness, you'd all see me in me 90 to get up any earlier. I'm up. It's just that I'm not always organised. I think that twisted a little bit, but that's okay. We can see what we've got. Let's have a look at what that's given us. Oops, come on. Oh, don't stick. Not quite like that. I'll take this one off of here, and this one that's underneath. So we can take this one off, and what we have left is, oh my goodness. Let's be very careful here then, because you can see what's happened because I put it through. Where's my, yeah. We've got some of the tape stuck on there. I'll just take that off. That's actually quite nice. It's still giving us a white background, but I'll try something in a minute and we'll have a little look. This might change our mind about the colour that we're going to use on the front, because we can use that, which will give us this, minus that little bit of tape on there. There we go. So we can have it with that like that, or let's have a look at it with the balmy blue and see how we like that. Whether we still want the white or whether we want the balmy blue. What do you think? What do you like? So that one's done with the Night of Navy, which I actually like. Then I've got a grey one there that I can cut out at another time. But what I was thinking with this, when I look at the dies, if I was to cut, I'm not sure what that's going to cut like. Does anyone else have trouble getting dies off of the sticky tape? I could cut a couple of these, and I'll probably cut them in, well, they can be cut in blue as maybe I should cut them in Night of Navy as well. I'll have blue, 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 blue. Which is Night of Navy. That's Night of Navy. So let me use a couple of these scraps and see what I can do. blue, pop up the main piece, this piece, or this piece. You've got to be careful with this piece what you do. So I could pop that up, remembering, see, that it's still got to be able to go in and out, which it can. It can do that. That's not too much of a problem. I thought I might just cut a couple of these and just see if we can put some added extras. So we can add some extra bits in if we really want to. Balmy blue. I haven't got balm. Oh, what? I'll use the balmy blue, you mean, for the background? We can do that. It's a quick change from one colour to the other. We can pop a couple of these on as well. So it doesn't matter what way we put. Now I can't remember which is. We've got to be careful this way. We can't put anything overhanging this side. But basically all I'm doing here is just adding to this, and I actually like that little one there. I think that's quite cute. But I really want to do something behind here because it's it leaves us with quite a plain background. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go all out. And where did I put all my new stuff? Let's have a play and see what this actually looks like. Yes? Okay. White base. One's saying white, one's saying, well, Suzanne has said balmy blue first, so we'll see how that looks. So this is a 3D embossing folder. So it is quite thick. So let's get rid of that and that. And find that. Oh, where's the specialty plate? There it is. And so we only need one, and we need the specialty plate. And we need the piece. What did I do with that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There it is. So we might lose a little bit of the edging of the textured notes. That's okay. Let's put that through and have a look at this embossing folder looks like. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look how gorgeous that is. Okay. All right. So if we were to put that on there now with that and a couple of extras, how that's going to look much better. Much, much better. All right, let me put that out of the way. Oh, I absolutely love that. Look how, like, it's so deep. Okay, so and there goes my plates onto the floor. So this one, I was thinking of actually putting it up, so we can do that. We can use some dimensionals and we can pop it up. Now, are we going to use big ones? Let me see. We just find places where there's enough room for the big ones to go on without them showing. And it's often good just to check the shape, because we've got that shape, and sometimes it'll work better one way than it will another. Pop that one there. Might just get some minis and put a few of those around too. In fact, the minis would have worked without. I need something up here. Pop that there. And that there. And possibly one in here. And we'll see what we get. So we'll pop that up in the middle of there, like that. And then we've got some of these extras that we can poke in and out if we want to. I'm thinking maybe just leave it. Just leave it. Let's just have like a plain, straightforward picture on the front. It's, to me, it's more about the shape of the card. Bye, Marlene. So I'm just going to stick this one down. I'm going to put plenty of glue on simply because that embossing is really deep. And this is what I thought was going to happen yesterday, but it didn't, so that's good. And I'm going to pop that in the center of there like that. So then that gives us that as our card. Okay, so we've got that. I can pop an embellishment on there. I personally would like to put something in here. Whether I was to put, we cut the balmy glue, didn't we? Let me, maybe a piece of the balmy blue in there would work. Let me see how big that is. I mean, we've got to be careful, I suppose, because that's got to close back down on it. So maybe not put something there. Maybe you'd have to put something like DSP, which is very fine on the inside. Don't stick. There we go. And so that's going to open up, and that's going to give us the card when it's sitting will be like a diamond shape, or you can take it right out to the square and sit it like that. And then on the back here or on the side here is where you can put your greeting. Right, if you want to write something, you can pop that there. Let me see what we've got in the stamps. We have get well soon, sending love, you're on my mind and in my heart, thinking of you, wishing you all the best. I'm thinking at this stage, wishing you all the best. I could put right down the bottom here, or I can put it up in here. So let me stamp, what's that one? Here for you always. Thinking of, actually I like thinking of you. Let me pop that onto a block. So like I said, we've got to be careful what comes over the side. So I think it would be something that you'd have to put in there, or you could put it right the way across the middle there. So I'm going to stamp it onto the white with the Knight of Navy. My washing machine's having a silly fit in there. So I've got thinking of you, and then let me go to the textured notes again. Do you love that emboss the strip? What strip? Across the emboss strip, do you mean? That'll keep it all in. Let's pop that through there. That's actually quite a nice one, that thinking of you. Pick your number 2 plate up. 1 plate up, Lorraine. It won't work without that. There we go. Thinking of you. Pop that in. So we took a little bit extra time today because I showed you what I had in my box yesterday, and I had to cut the base 3 times. So there's the thinking of you. Let's move that one out of the way. So we can put it there, or I can actually put it across there. Well, do you like it across there? I think I do. Or across the embossed strip. Or I could emboss another strip longer. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm playing now. Just playing. So we'll take all those out again. That there. Put that on top. Oh my goodness, I do love this embossing folder. I do love it. I need to cut that down. Don't want to squash it. You move that out of the way, that out of the way, that out of the way. And stand up. So I just want to leave like a little bit around it. So if I cut that to let me cut this to 3 centimeters. I know I've gone from one to the other, but if I cut that at 3 centimeters wide, no, it's still too thick. Let's make it 2.5. That's still too wide. And then cut it off at about actually that looks quite pretty. The embossing folder is a new one that's going to be coming out in January, or you can grab it now if you're a demonstrator. It's called the Stone and Vine 3D embossing folder. I'm in love with it already. Absolutely love it. Okay, so we've got that. I just want to make sure that everything's going to fit. So I could pop that down the bottom there, which I think is quite nice. So what I'll do is I'll stick this onto here. My glue's coming out in splodges because it's nearly at its end. So let me see, I can do Thinking of You on there. Straight would be good, like that. And I liked it on the bottom there. Is everybody agree? Does it look okay across there? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put double dimensionals on each end here, which is going to take it up. So 1 and 2. Take the tops off and then go 1 and 2, like that. And that's going to take it across there and make it an equal size. It's going to lift it above what we already have and just hold it in there nicely. I quite like that. It looks like a little bit of a planter box. So you just got to get used to opening it, that's all. So that is what we have. That's when it's standing up. I'll show it to you when I go down to the bottom camera. And then that just closes like that. Thinking that it might be an idea to fold that when we pop it on there, because it folds anyway. Although I don't know why it should. I think it's because that sticks. I don't think that should be there. So, I mean, you can always put another strip across there if it happens. But that's what I've got so far. I'm really liking this now. I was a bit sort of skeptical about my colourings. You love it, Kim? That's good. All right, let's find. So with the blues, I always think that we've got those there, but we do have a glistening blue in this, but this is a Thinking of You card. So I'm thinking maybe you would send it to someone who, well, I suppose you'd send it to anybody, wouldn't you? I send cards to anybody. What are these? Charming Shimmer Faceted Dots. I don't even know if they're still current. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. As long as you can use something that matches. All right, so I'm going to go with these. They are always elegant, aren't they, Nicole? I do like it. Yeah, I'm not liking that. I think I would actually put another. Let me pull these out. So I think now we've got to go with either the Secret Sea or the Misty Moonlight, unless we go with the white, or which is more of a creamy color, actually. What do we think? Well done, Debbie. I've got to sit and do mine, and yet every time I sit to do something else comes up and I'm pulled away from it. So So what do you think? Do you think we go with I sort of want to go with the darker ones. I'd love to get some Christmas cards in the mail tomorrow. I don't even know where I would put them, probably. Oh, that one's too big for there. Let me put one there. One down there. And then one more, a large one. And I can pop that maybe just up and around there somewhere. How's that? So what do you think? Do you like? It's decided now that it wants to stick down in there. Do you like the card? I do. I think it's I quite like it. What I think might stop that, because what it is there's no glue on there. There is on there, no glue on here, but it tends to stick in that corner. So you could change that by making that a smaller one and not fitting exactly. But when they get this in the mail, this is what they're going to see. They're going to have a flat card. And like I said, something needs to be done. I'm doing something wrong there. But they get a flat card, and then when they get it, they open it up, and that is how it sits on the mantelpiece or wherever people sit their cards. It is quite nice. I'd like to see it smaller, so like with a narrower box, and I might try and make a smaller one. I'll see how I go. But yeah, see that bit there is, for some reason, it's sticking in that corner. So that I can see. It's where you cut and it does that little bit of a fold over. It's minute, but it's actually catching. Let me see if I can fix it, because it's actually just catching on that corner that hasn't stuck down. Because that is definitely not supposed to be there. Let's try it now. That's better. So it was catching on that corner, but I can imagine it a little bit smaller. Although 5x7 is not bad. It's not a bad size. I used to make them all the time. But yeah. Alrighty, so that is pretty much me for today. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. If you're new, please, if you come on again, join in. Everybody's really friendly here. Let me come back up the top. There we go. Everybody's really friendly, so it would make a great display card, wouldn't it? Yeah. And I sort of think of all different things that I could do with it. But yeah. Also, I think like this is just, if I remember rightly, she said that she doubled this here, but then she was talking about a very light card. It may need to be stuck together and then cut out, if that makes sense. Okay, so or if you've got a much thicker card, but that is our card. And now that it's now you can sort of see how it works. And then it just closes like that, and that pops when you make your square. That pops. So that is possibly why she was doubling up this frame side. So yeah, there we go. That is the card. And hopefully I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully I will be able to cut things without having to do it half a dozen times. No, it's all right. But yeah, I haven't decided what I'm going to do tomorrow yet, but hopefully it'll be something interesting. So I've got a few there that I'm sort of looking at. It's just, like I said to you, I'm running out of time all the time at the moment. So, yeah. If you're, oh, thank you, Roz. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks, Kim. So if you're in the background, please join in. Everybody's really friendly. I would very, very much appreciate it if you could give me a thumbs up, subscribe. That would be wonderful. I've sort of set myself a bit of a goal, and I'm at about 134 subscribers at the moment. I'd love it to go up to 150 by Christmas. I always set my goals up there, so, but really, I would love to get to there by Christmas. So that would be wonderful. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. Please take care of you and yours. Be careful out on those roads. I don't know if it's the same where you are, but here, I'll tell you, I drove yesterday for the first time in ages. I only took the car down the road and had to go into a shop and then come. I went and visited a friend and came back. And I'll tell you what, like, I was only gone to do the actual drive, would have been about probably 10 minutes, if that. And I was like, oh my goodness, what's he? Oh, where's she going? You know what I mean? So just be really, really careful. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much.